Hello, everyone. It's Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm DJ.
And it is day 47. Today, we're going to talk about and watch. And by talk about, I mean talk over Forever Friends. That's episode 37 of season 2. And a real fish story. We're back to the fish. We've gone like 20-something episodes without fish. And it just feels like somebody on the production must have been like, wait a minute, we got to have fish.
Well,
we can't.
We can't go this long without having a fish.
Or it's probably more like, oh man, those Sentai people, they had to put another fish in an episode.
This fish was probably from like 10 episodes ago, but they've been pushing it off because they don't want to do it.
This fish is for you. So if you are watching live and you want to watch the show with us, and some people listen to us DJ without watching the episode, I don't really understand how you'd even know what we were talking about, but we really recommend that you watch the episode with us. It is episode 37 of season 2, and oh, sorry, that's for the people watching after the fact. If you're watching live, click on the link in the description. That is the Rabbit Room, and you can watch exactly what we're watching. If you're watching after the fact, you need to know what the episode is. That is important. And get it to timestamp 0 and get ready to press play when I say now. However, whatever method you're using to watch. Here we go. We're going to get started right away. Everybody, please press play right now.
I thought you said whatever meth you're using to watch.
Whatever meth.
Yeah. I mean, you might need some strong stuff for this.
Might make the show better. I don't know. I don't want to judge anybody. I stay away from the meth though, kids. Stay away from that.
I think it's okay to judge people for doing illegal things.
Is it? Is that right? Well, some things are illegal that shouldn't be illegal. I think meth usage should be. I agree with that one. Yeah, I don't want to get too political on the show. I don't want to get controversial or anything, but I think that's probably should be on the books.
Gonna get berated in the comments for meth hating. Really glad Jason went to bed, guys.
Yeah, well, I would have just taken your statement and moved on otherwise.
Yeah.
Did you say meth?
Nope. You know, meth, short for method. Slang.
Is he a meth actor? No. A method actor.
Both of those apply to, who's the guy that played the Joker recently?
Leto.
Yeah, Leto.
Yeah. He does look like a meth head Joker, doesn't he? Yeah.
And he was very method if you listen to the story.
Right. He's a crystal method actor.
That's great. He should go by that. That was the
Aisha, how are you? Shana, how are you? Now everyone that's watching the show will know what our names are.
Oh, it's a gymnastics episode. These are like arch rivals. Are they arch rivals or best friends? I can't tell yet.
Maybe they're arch rivals that will become best friends. It's Power Rangers, so it won't be the Smallville thing. They won't be best friends that become arch rivals. We never do that.
Okay.
Oh, no, they're competitors, absolutely.
She just left her hanging. She went to shake her hand and she just like stared at her like.
Wow, yeah. Did you see that pensive stare? Is like right there. Like, no, I'm gonna take you down. I'm the Lord Zed of gymnastics.
Has anyone seen Lord Zed? I don't think Zed's ever come down.
Right there.
No, but I mean, on Earth, Rita used to come down. I don't think Zed does.
He does it later, and of course he'll grow. You'll see him big.
Yeah.
No, he's come down. He hasn't come down in like a big crowd or anything, but he was down on Earth when he made the Evil Rangers. You remember that?
Oh yeah, he was
right outside the cave.
Yeah, in the cave. You're right.
No, he comes down. Because remember, we talked about how the suit looks good in the light.
Yeah, it's surprising that it does.
Oh, Baron OKC still has that hilarious theory that he's Ernie. He's like, yes, he comes to Earth. He's Ernie.
He's right there, behind the counter.
You look at him. That footage we just saw of Zed, that was taken earlier.
Well, she's like giving me an evil stare. I don't think she wants to get to know me.
But yeah, they will be best friends at the end, I'm sure.
Have you ever had this situation in real life where
somebody hates me because I'm good at something that they're also trying to accomplish?
No, where you have a best friend and you have a really good friend and they have a really good friend, but you guys don't really get along and it's kind of awkward when you all three hang out.
Mm-hmm. One springs to mind. Yes.
Just curious.
I have had that.
I won't have you out the
That's
person.
not a reference to anything anybody would know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just laughing because of his response.
It is really difficult not to expose a lot of things about our personal lives in the 5 hours a week we watch Power Rangers together.
Yeah, we're running out of things to talk to each other about.
We're going to know everything there is to know in a public setting where we wouldn't talk about everything there is to know. These helmets are great. I think we should cosplay these. We need a list of things we wish we could cosplay, or that we should consider making for conventions.
Yeah,
Look at those.
I'm going to have to cosplay something like this homemade because I was looking at some suits. They're like $1,200.
Well, you've got time. We're gonna go in a. We still got almost 2 years, DJ. You got time.
I'll start saving. I'm about to buy a house though. I'll start saving after that.
That's gonna be like a $5,000 trip for DJ because half of that is gonna go to costumes.
It's not as bad as I thought though. I looked at the prices. I thought it was gonna be worse.
No, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's like $70.
You talking about for like plane tickets or for just going to the con?
The
con tickets are pretty negligible. Yeah,
it wasn't even bad.
No, it was like we only went on Sunday, and it was like $20, maybe 30. It was pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, I think it was like 70 for all 4 days. It wasn't bad.
Game Station just left me a $2 super chat, which I will address because it is a super chat. But and thanks so much for that. But please try to keep these Power Rangers related if you can on this show. He asked if the superhero rewind that took 8 pages that I mentioned on Facebook was the Fan 4 Stick review. Yes, it was. I was at 8 pages at that point, but it became 14. I would think you've seen many monsters on the news. The one time she was watching the news, Goldar was there.
Why did he take Kimberly and the other girl? Oh, so we can have an episode where they learn to get along with each other.
Right. I like that this plot from Zed is let's split all of them up. Or at least that's the way he keeps talking about it. I don't know what exactly he's going to do, but usually it's let's take Rocky out of the equation. Or let's.
Is he going to use the power tools?
Yes.
Oh, that was my attempt at a Tim Allen impression.
Amazing.
I don't know how he makes that sound with his mouth.
Zed is from. Yeah, it's like a singing saw. Zed is really great at improv monster making. We're gonna call that the Jaws of Destruction.
It's a saw, though.
It's the jaws of a saw. It's saw jaws.
Saws of destruction.
Saws of destruction. But then you'd say there's only one saw.
Oh, I would. I'm always gonna complain.
I'm very critical of monsters.
The names. I mean, we haven't gotten anything as good as the what was it? Invenusible flytrap.
Nice bit of continuity here. Kimberly's talking about her parents being divorced.
Look at that.
And that is the thing that these two people have in common.
And they're gymnasts, but they don't talk about that.
I guess I mean more of like a deep-rooted, issue that connects them in some way.
Being a gymnast is pretty traumatic. They
to be fair, this is better character development than we usually get from the show.
Yeah.
It's like she's taking her personal life out on someone that she sees as a challenge. That's not bad,
especially for a one-off character. Like maybe the Rangers get this much, but the one-off characters never get this much.
Yeah, and I like that they're not going to just suddenly like shake hands at the end. They've been through something together, and they have this like common, problem between them. Aisha, you're always complaining. Oh my God, not again!
Yeah, we have definitely had a wardrobe change at some point because they're all like, look, Tommy's wearing more of those jackets.
He's got that bomber jacket back again. Nobody thinks of this as an iconic Tommy jacket. I don't know. Yeah, I don't recognize this version of Tommy. For the record, this is not like the Wolverine jacket. It's not this like jacket everybody remembers.
Later on,
we're not going to have a prequel episode where is that what you're going to say?
Oh, here we go. Did you see
how he gets his jacket? Oh, they're doing that again. They're not talking about it as being that thing Zordon told them how to. That special thing he gave them?
Yeah, I think they're just visually representing the teleportation.
Is that all that is?
Just so Bulk and Skull could see him go by.
And just so, yeah, because they're doing what Bulk and Skull are trying to do. Because Bulk and Skull are essentially trying to invent the Rocketeer right now.
Yeah. I prefer to go with Turbo Man from Jingle All the Way, just because Cap hates it.
I do. I despise that movie. That is actually what Eric is doing tonight. He's not here because he has a friend that they have a yearly thing they do where they always watch that movie at Christmas time.
Oh, what am I doing here? I should be there. Can they Skype me in? I love that movie.
They're not doing it with a rabbit room, DJ. No, you're stuck here with me.
I already watched that this year, so I'm good.
I'm not locked up with you. You're locked up with me. We got a different song this time. Yeah. That's good. We did not 3 episodes in a row.
5 for 1's cool. I wish the subtitles would do it with the numbers like the title of the song does.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing first season putties this whole time. These actually sound different. Because they're like,
whoa, what is this?
What are they doing?
Toy soldiers.
But Rita's putties are in a higher register. They go, and these are like they sound different.
Yeah, okay. Wouldn't have picked up on that because I can barely hear them, but good call. Oh, we're back at the cave. We just mentioned the cave.
Yeah, if it sounds like I'm yelling sometimes, it's because I do turn up the sound more than DJ does, apparently.
I don't know. Let me see. How do you even turn up? I guess my sound's all the way up.
Well, and I have to have the sound from Netflix down enough that it probably doesn't come out loud enough on your end.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Well, these earbuds are really old too, so they're starting to wear out. And it's my only mic that I have. So if these earbuds go, I'm gonna be out of luck for the rest of it.
Okay, so Zed, now that that's unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure we can get you some more headphones. But Zed just said a thing that's gonna make him sound stupid seem stupid forevermore because he's like, never send putties to do a job that's better. So okay,
then send putties.
Never send putties again.
She just kicked the laser beam off.
Okay, so that's just what Tommy has decided he calls Goldar now. And he did that last episode too, I think, or the episode before.
Yeah, but with the Davy Crockett guy.
I guess that is his insulting term for Goldar now, just forevermore.
Oh, did you see that? We're starting to do like the sparks every time the swords hit.
Yeah.
That's weird. And it's like an animated spark. It's not like an actual squib. Well, that was cool. Nice 720 spin.
Why doesn't, I don't know if we've talked about this before, and this is an obvious thing to bring up, but why don't Zed and Goldar just out the Rangers to the public? Why don't they just tell everyone who they are? They know their secret identities.
I don't know. They have that honor code, man. The same thing with Rita.
There's lines they can't cross.
I like these shots. We start doing these shots a lot, especially in season 3, where the cameraman backs up and there'll be like one person fighting, and then another one comes, and then the third one. I don't know if you noticed.
You're right. We're starting to establish some of the methods that we'll use for our action that you'll see a lot in season 3.
Yeah, like I said, they just got that new stunt choreographer in season 2. And you can tell the difference.
That's awesome. It definitely improves the show.
He does kind of have like a Saw theme.
Thomas says, would you believe Zed if he told you? No, not immediately, but Bulk and Skull have been looking into who the Rangers are this whole time. And if they had that lead, they'd go look into it. I mean, they're bumbling idiots, so they wouldn't figure it out. But like somebody would figure it out. What do you think of this monster, DJ?
I don't like it. It looks weird. It does look like a saw, so I'll give it that for matching the Sentai. But
yeah, there's no question that is that a fish? Shut up, that's a fish. No, that is a saw. It's definitely a saw.
Get ready to be routed. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is that a workman?
It must be. I guess you and I have not built enough things.
I have not built anything.
Immediately know what that means. Yeah.
I built a filing cabinet once and it was horrible. The drawers didn't even shut. And it wasn't even homemade. It was just like following the directions from like IKEA. I'm terrible.
Prepare to be connected to the internet from another room.
There's that cool background with the...
I love it so much.
So cool.
The orange gradient. Ha!
He's like a Sphinx saw, though. He has like a Sphinx thing going.
Yeah, and we've done a Sphinx before. But no, more of like a pharaoh thing.
Yeah. He's a saw pharaoh.
Well, yeah.
It's like a Pokemon. They just take two things and squish them together. Electric mouse.
See, and sometimes it feels like 4 or 5 things, but you can't name the other 2 or 3. Thomas says, I think this monster looks really nice. Some might say sharp. Good one.
Now we're just patronizing the viewers.
The viewers. And I think Thomas is a patron, so we're patronizing the patrons. I'm sorry, Thomas. I apologize. Oh, Tommy's angry. He's taking it personal.
The hallway, the creepy hallway.
It's great every time. And I like the putties lined up down the hallway.
Yeah.
They wish that hallway was 5 times longer, though, right?
Is that...
Hear Goldar in the background? He just growls all the time for no reason. Like Zed is giving a speech, and Goldar just goes like, and you hear it linger across the end of the scene.
Wait, what happened to them? Why'd they get hurt?
Why do you have bandages on your shirt?
You ripped
and like for a second, I thought it was like you ripped up parts of your shirt, so you're just patching it. But you have the same thing on your face that you have on your shirt.
They had like straw all over them too. I don't know what they were doing. Is she wearing Tommy's shirt?
Well, they're getting serious, man.
Yeah.
They're
wearing the jacket from his Green Ranger days.
Well, he keeps wearing that jacket from his Green Ranger days. It doesn't work that way. I'm gonna cheer you both. You're in competition. I'm rooting for you both.
I hope we actually get to see a routine because we've seen a lot of like Jason and Tommy doing their tournaments.
Yeah, I think they actually show quite a bit here.
Okay, cool. Couple aerials, nice.
And now it's time for DJ's color commentary of this gymnastics event.
I don't know what that's called. Spread eagle. I don't know what that's called. But she did a somersault. I know that. This is cool, but this music is kind of...
This is like a wannabe Sarah McLachlan. This woman really wants it. Like she's at the piano surrounded by 100 candles right now, just really wishing she was Sarah McLachlan.
Do you watch the gymnastics in the Olympics? That's the only thing I watch in the Olympics.
Oh, really? No, I don't.
Gymnastics.
Look, the most critical guy, he gave it 9.6.
He didn't like the song choice either.
I'm not convinced that was in the...
No,
that anyone was listening to that but us, though.
Fast motion, if she was in full speed and they were listening to that song, it would have been ridiculous. I wonder if she's actually a gymnast or if she was just an actress. Let's look for...
I don't know the answer to that.
I think that's her. Looks like her. Now this is a song that they would actually use. Not that it's any better.
I actually think this is incidental. But for some reason, the way they were shooting hers, I thought that was soundtrack before it was incidental.
Yeah, same thing. Because of the slow-mo, I don't think it makes any sense.
Yeah, Thomas says he usually watches the figure skating. I see figure skating more than I see of other things. Although, we're talking about two different kinds of Olympics right now.
Olympics.
I do tend to watch winter more than I watch summer, though. I like bobsledding a lot. That's the thing I watch.
Cool.
Not like real actively or anything, but
big Cool Runnings fan.
I am a big Cool Runnings fan.
It's a movie my wife loves, and she
holds up. Man, it sounds like your wife and I would really get along. We like a lot of the same things.
She had me watch that movie when we started dating, and she was like, "You have to watch this. It's amazing." Like, okay.
I put it on for my wife a few months ago. No, back when we started the Omnibus. I think the first or second Omnibus, I have a quick review of Cool Runnings. And I hadn't seen it in a long time, but I thought it would hold up. And she was like, "Oh, no, do we have to watch this? It's going to be terrible, right? It's not going to hold up." And then we watched it. We were both like, "Oh, this is great."
Yeah, it's great. John Candy.
That's one of his best movies, yeah.
Did you watch the recent bobsled movie with Taron Egerton? That was really good.
No. Is that worth watching?
Eddie the Eagle? I liked it. I enjoyed it.
No, I'll take a look, sure.
Taron Egerton did great. I didn't even know it was him for like the first 3/4 of the movie. Like he completely...
I didn't know there were other bobsled movies.
Yeah, Eddie the Eagle. It came out 2 years ago, 2016.
I will write that down. I will check it out. There could be a review of that on the next Geek Solution Omnibus.
It's Hugh Jackman. He's the coach, so it's Wolverine coaching Kingsman.
Oh, really? What's it called again?
Eddie the
Just rolls
right out. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's not bobsledding. I think it's some winter sport. It's probably not even bobsledding.
Have you seen the other winter sport movie that's not ice skating?
I've completely lied to you. I think it's skiing. It's something where he goes down the ramp and jumps. I don't know my.
He's like, but no, really watch it because it's great.
It's similar.
And it won't remind you anything of Cool Runnings or bobsledding.
I enjoyed it. See,
all right,
tell me what you think.
I will. I will take it. I'm going to be so disappointed. Hey, you said bobsledding.
It's not like amazing or anything. It's not like an Oscar movie, but it was fun.
It's time now for a real fish story. If you're watching after the fact, make sure that you're watching episode 38 of season 2 and get ready to press play when I say now. Is everybody ready? Here we go. Back to action. Everybody please press play right now. Oh, Jeffrey has seen that movie because Jeffrey's seen everything that I've never heard of, and he apparently just sent me the trailer.
Yeah,
that must have been what the buzzing in my pocket was.
It's based on a true story, yeah. I wouldn't watch the trailer though. If you're going to watch it, I would just watch it.
No, I probably won't. I'll probably just watch it. But thanks, Jeffrey.
Yeah, take that, Jeffrey. Get that out of here.
Jeffrey's like, but Cap has to know if it's bobsledding or not.
It's not. I know it's not. I was wrong. It's
I didn't remember Parantis head in this intro.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it's the fish episode, so they had to bring back the.
No, I don't think they changed it just for this episode. You guys remember that there's sort of a fish motif that occasionally pops back into Power Rangers, right?
Like a custom all fish monsters. This intro.
I want to make that intro. Mighty Morphin Fish Pummeling Power Rangers. The movie. The musical.
That should be a theme.
The video game.
That should be a whole season, except the monsters aren't, or the Rangers aren't anything to do with fish. It's just all the monsters are fish.
Okay, so like I don't like the who would win in a fight game most of the time. Lucas Green, I just don't know how to answer that question. If Ooze and Zed actually got in a fight, who would win? Well, it depends on who is writing it, right? Because there aren't rules for Magic and Power Rangers. Yeah,
we never see Ivan Ooze actually fight, so
we don't see Zed fight a lot either. But
that's true. They could both be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think their idea of fighting is kind of like the Harry Potter thing, right? Where they would just one would have a staff and one would have his fingers, and they would just shoot lightning at each other.
Look at that foreshortening. Look at that.
Wow. You have a large fist right now. That fist is huge.
Yeah.
Are you being Jason? I'm gonna punch you.
Yeah, and I'm Jason punching you.
Jeffrey says Mighty Morphin Fish and Chips.
Oh, I think I remember this episode. If this is the fish monsters that I remember.
Okay, I'm gonna cry foul on Rocky. Okay, because I think that he is leading this child astray, because he's like, I've been out here for so, and by the way, he's not even from this city, so there's that to think about. But he's like, I've been coming out here for my whole life, and I'm a lifeguard, and there's never been any monsters out here. Okay,
yes, there has.
But first of all, yeah, there has. Second of all, a lot of them are fish monsters. Okay, and they go to water. And third of all, you're a Power Ranger and you fight monsters on a weekly basis. And I don't think it's right to tell children that they will not see monsters in Angel Grove.
Yeah, you never know. We use this beach a lot, so you can't.
Like, don't intentionally like freak out the kid, scare the kid, but you shouldn't lie to the kid.
Yeah. That's continuity.
No, Billy. Yeah, but I don't know if it was because of fish or water. He was like, there was a time where I wouldn't go fishing myself. Yeah, but you need to follow through and say, because of that time I got bitten by a little
tiny fish. I don't think that kid would be afraid of fish.
Thomas Edgell says, no, there's not trouble. You guys should be able to tell from a distance that that's not an actual shark, you morons. But Thomas says, Bug and Skull look like they just escaped jail. Yeah, and they use those outfits quite a bit. The kid versions will wear those.
Yeah, that's so. It's
like memory serves.
It's like an old, outdated version of jail too. Like,
yeah, like the 1930s.
Well, don't they wear that in Superman? The 70s?
Yes. Mm.
So if they did think that was a real shark, why would they get on a jet ski and swim right up to it?
Because they're morons. Like, for the same reason they thought they were sharks in the first place. Like, because we're Power Rangers. We're not scared of sharks, even though we can't use our powers against them because Lord Zed didn't send them, and we don't want to escalate a fight with sharks.
Plus, there's an entire audience on the beach.
There's also that. See, monsters aren't real. You don't live in the world of Power Rangers where they get huge, where they get like 100 stories every week. That doesn't happen.
What is this? What is happening? Is this? Oh, this is the other Rangers. Are Kimberly and Jason going to come back?
Turbo on. Turn turbo off. Turn it off.
That's.
We have spent so much time together now that we have like synchronized.
We keep saying things. We keep saying things at the same time.
Mm-hmm. We just did it, talking about the fact that we keep saying things at the same time. Something about the way Zed said crab cake just really got it. He just got a piece of crab cake.
It sounded like he spit all over Goldar's face when he said it.
Remember this fish monster?
Yes, I do remember this. Wait, no, we reused this.
Yeah, haven't we? Yeah, don't I remember it from the last time you and I saw it?
Yeah, the Green Ranger fought this one, remember?
Yeah. Okay. Are they gonna bring back other fish? Is this the fish monster reunion episode? Whoa. No, they're treating this like a different monster. He didn't do that before.
They added that effect, the little blue thing.
It's a good effect. It looks good. Let's talk about the transition, or let's talk about the teleportation effect. I like it. It's good.
I should have counted every time we see that same stock footage of Alpha typing. It's like the 50th time we've seen it. He types like this. He hunts and pecks.
Yeah. Well, his spread's not far enough to be on home row, and also there's not a QWERTY keyboard either.
I love how we didn't like introduce that he's a lifeguard now. It's just like he's always been a lifeguard.
Yep, and I'm sure we'll never see him do that again.
Have you ever been a lifeguard?
No, I've not done that.
I can't even swim. I wouldn't be a good lifeguard.
You can't swim? That's surprising.
I never learned. Well, I mean, I can swim. I can swim, like I can move, but I can't stop.
So like, if you got dropped out in the middle of a lake, you could like
I could swim to the side if it was close enough,
yeah.
but I could not tread water to save my life. I would literally sink. I sink like a rock. I can't float. If I lay on my back,
I can float. I'm not great at just treading water, but like I can float. I swim decently.
I'm okay. I never properly learned. Like I'm sure I could save myself if I was in a life or death situation.
I used to swim for exercise quite a bit.
Oh, cool. I mean, it's great. It works every muscle in the body.
I did that the summer my wife and I met. That was the best shape of my life.
Oh, cool.
Bag Studios puts in a $4.99 super chat. Thanks, buddy. Just dropping by before bed, but thoughts on Power Rangers in arcs rather than one and done episodes. A serious series with one major story could be interesting, maybe. I mean, yeah, we've talked about this. The notion of like more adult Power Rangers and doing it as like a serialized thing. But just within the shows that we have, like, yeah, I like the mix, DJ. Certainly.
Yeah, I think Lost Galaxy is kind of a good mix. There's an overall story to that season where they're trying to find the planet and Terraventure and everything. But I mean, you still have to. It has to be somewhat episodic, or else you can't have a monster of the episode.
It's hard to do the formula. It would almost, in a way, it would almost seem too formulaic, right? If like so many episodes had to have that, but it was all really super archy. I mean, like I guess you could just keep pushing the story along and not have any one and dones, but I think the mix for something this formulaic is good. I think Dino Thunder does it as well or better than anything because I like that that's a season that does it really well, DJ, and doesn't have a MacGuffin either. Like that's not everybody's after a thing, but there is a beginning, middle, and an end to that season.
Yeah, I was gonna mention this season's not great, and I know a lot of people think it's like the worst, but Operation Overdrive, they do a cool thing where it would work for, and they kind of do have an archy season because they have like 3 different villain factions. Like they have the main villain, and then they have
that's a really cool idea.
They have the 2 different. They have like the Heat Miser and Snow Miser, where they're like one's an ice guy over here with his ice minions, and then one's a lava guy over here with his fire minions, and then they also have another set of villains that comes in later. And then that's a group, and then they have another group called the Fear Cats, which are hilarious. I can't wait to show you the Fear Cats. So there's a lot of stuff.
Spend a week on it. So DJ, this is not the fish reunion episode, but it's all fish monsters.
It is all fish monsters that we've seen before, though.
Is it?
I think it is. It is the fish reunion episode. It's
is it the fish reunion? Have we seen that? Oh no, we've seen that thing. Oh, this is the fish reunion. It's just gonna be the last one that we're done with fish.
Should I count this as a reunion episode?
Yes, it's a no. I'm kidding because we didn't count the other like all the monsters come back.
Yeah.
Although when we've done it before, have we ever? I can't remember now because these all run together. Have we done one where all the monsters coming back were real monsters, or did we just do that thing where they were all? No, we've had one with real.
It was monsters on the beach too. Yeah, it was where the monsters came back.
Because that's when we brought back the rapping pumpkin, right?
Yeah. But
Mr. Roboto, can Zed make water into a monster? I mean, probably. He also doesn't actually need things to make them into monsters. But I'm sorry if I interrupted your thoughts.
No,
about Overdrive.
I mean, it's an interesting season. It kind of flops towards the end. It doesn't end well, but it had some cool ideas in the beginning that I kind of liked.
I mean, I don't completely love Dino Thunder's ending either. It doesn't completely fall apart or anything.
Yeah, I don't off the top. I've seen the Dino Thunder ending, but I don't immediately remember it. So I'm interested to see that when we get there.
The big fight with Mesogog ends a little too easily. And
all I remember is like the concert. Doesn't it end like on a
concert,
Kira?
I think so, yeah.
Now, are we saying that these are the same monsters coming back, or are we trying to pass these off as like just monsters that Zed just made?
No, I think they are the same. I haven't heard him say Piranha's Head yet, but that's the only one that I actually remember the name of.
Yeah.
But I don't know why that, or maybe that other fish monster that we started with, the sort of fish one, or is it a hammerhead? Yeah. Maybe that one did do that beaming effect, and I just don't remember it.
Well, I know he jumped around and teleported, but I don't think he had that specific blue water thing.
But that was the power he had.
Yeah.
Now I gotta find something else I can find into a fish monster.
Wow, they already look like the children versions.
Yeah.
They just wear that all the time in season 3 when they're kids. It's like that's their only outfit.
Why do the bad guys never look at other bystanders besides Bulk and Skull? You'd think that the Angel Grove was population Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, I mean, just like we were talking about the Turbo movie, he says find 2 people, and the first 2 people they find on the whole planet is Bulk and Skull.
Because of course. Well, that was cartoon physics. Were you going to say cartoon physics?
No, I was going to say, is he going to make an inner tube monster?
He just said that.
Okay.
He was like, and that's what I was laughing at because it's hilarious. He goes, that inner tube would make a great monster. I'm going to use that inner tube because I'm so imaginative.
That's me. See Skull? That's me swimming.
Can I just say I'm really liking this episode because I think it's really funny that the Power Ranger producers seem to have come to the same thing I did, which is we do way too many fish monsters. Let's just do a whole episode with fish monsters.
Well, that's just horrifying. What is that?
It's an inner tube monster.
It's like when your headphones get all tangled up.
Somebody had like a 6-foot cord of like so I was distracted by all the fish monsters.
Yeah. It's like we almost have one for each ranger.
Yeah. It's weird that he's like now what I really need is an inner tube monster.
Fish just aren't.
We got 6 feet of Ethernet cable. Let's make a monster out of it.
I just love the like reverse engineering that they had to go through. Like, well, this monster looks like an inner tube. Let's try to come up with some crazy episode where we can get.
Bye, Bag Studios. Thanks for coming in to ask us a question.
See you, Bags. Sleep tight.
Bag Studios is actually the reason I had to do Fantastic.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Hey, I mean, it was an interesting discussion. I guess it's not really a discussion; it's just you. But
I do talk to myself a lot, and sometimes I have multiple contradictory feelings about things too. I'll be like, yeah, this is great. Nuh-uh!
Did you talk? I haven't seen the whole episode yet. Did you talk about the ridiculous teacher who's like, wow, all you did was teleport it. Oh, it's terrible.
Yes, I did. Yeah, because he's like, you did a magic trick. And he acts like the reason that he thinks it's a magic trick is because the backboard broke with like whatever, residual vibrations happen because of it. And I was like, so if that hadn't happened and you just saw it disappear, you wouldn't as quickly think it was a magic trick when that's like what a magic trick looks like? Okay.
That alone is impressive. Breaking a backboard from across the room. Like, what is this guy?
Yeah, it's like, I can see that disqualifying you because you broke public property, but it'd be like, that's not science. Yes, it is by definition. Even if it's a magic trick, it's science.
Do you believe, does he believe in magic?
I don't know, man.
I love the build up to this song.
Well, they weren't in the water though. They were monsters that got created by Lord Zed. Yeah, you're right. That's a good introduction.
I don't like this animated Sparks.
Oh yeah, here we come. Look, I'm in this episode.
Hey, look at it. You can recreate the exact shot.
Yeah, I can make it. Oh, little known fact. That's probably not true though. He probably just made that up. Maybe he doesn't actually eat sushi.
What would you have done if they brought back this song in Dino Thunder and it was White Ranger Dino Power when Trent comes on the screen?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, how crazy would it have been if they repurposed that song in Dino Thunder when Trent comes on? It's like White Ranger Dino Power.
That would be great. White Ranger Dino. It all fits. It all fits, Trent.
Pay for this someday. Oh, the tube is back.
Yep. Because whatever he makes a monster out of, it always pops back up.
Yep. After it explodes. Somehow it comes back. They still haven't made it to the shore.
Yeah, Power Rangers doesn't understand what explosions are.
No, when you explode, you just shrink back.
Okay. Why did you? What happened when you exploded? What was the fire? Like what produced it? Did it send any kind of toxins or anything into the air? Like, don't ask questions, kids.
Oh, he has to save Bulk and Skull, so he overcomes his fear. Look at this.
Yeah, and he's gonna okay, get this. So he's gonna overcome his fear with the inner tube that turned into a monster, and he's horrified of monsters, and he thinks they're gonna be in the lake. That was a monster.
Hey, they go from being the worst to the best. So in this episode, he has fear, and then he has to go all the way to no fear at all.
And at least we used the inner tube that was a monster for something positive. I mean, really, Rocky is just the worst lifeguard.
You ever worn water shoes?
They
look goofy to me. I've
never done that.
What about the toe shoes? You ever wear the shoes with the toes?
I mean, I've seen people do that, but no, I've never done that.
I'm just asking Cat personal questions now because nothing's happening. Oh, Rocky with the, you guys are lucky to be alive.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if they use these. I guess these are their swimming suits, right?
Yeah, it's just what they... But we've gone to the beach before and they were wearing regular swim trunks, so this is a newly acquired outfit.
Okay, so speaking of them turning into children, and I wonder if Bulk and Skull... Do Bulk and Skull turn into children the first time? I can't remember. I think they do.
I don't know, maybe.
But yeah, the Rangers turning into children happens next, and we always talk about that with season 3, but I think... Pardon me. I think a lot of people forget that they did it once, and it's a 2-parter. So we will do that. I think it's just 2 parts.
I think it's
Rangers Back in Time 1 and 2, and then after that, it's the wedding, which is a 3-parter. That's earlier than I remember.
Yeah. That's the 3-parter. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so if you're watching live right now, we are bat shooting. We're gonna do one more tonight, and that show will be Rangers Back in Time. That's exciting. We get to do the first Rangers turning into kids episode, and we get to critique the children's acting.
Oh,
DJ.
fun.
So that'll be fun.
I know one of the kids from something else too. So,
oh, they're gonna say like personally. He's like, I know that kid. He's 45 now, and no, he wouldn't be that old. I'm kidding. But anyway, well, folks, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you had a good time with this. We sure did. These were decent episodes, especially that one. I like that one a lot, actually.
Yeah, it was fun. It was made for us because we've been complaining about the fish for weeks and weeks now. So
a little self-aware. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Anyway, join us again tomorrow. And if you're watching live, join us again in just a few minutes. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm DJ.
And we will see you again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.